And I am live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host, Ray. If you're wondering where's the other people for the podcast, um, I basically, what's been going. Usually, when I kind of like put out what we're going to talk about, it's usually I try to spice it up because usually sometimes we end up talking about the same stuff and like I don't want to delegate them and just regurgitating to the same message, even though some of them don't mind, but even though sometimes it's just like it's the same shit. It's just, which I do want to talk about on a personal level, but I don't really feel like I just didn't feel like delegating this to him, except for like the elimination chamber, in which there's I don't know who's on the card except for the main event. So I didn't really feel like it was necessary bringing them along. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't care, but at the same time, it's like it's mostly the same shit. So which is what I kind of yeah. Let's start off with that. We don't. I don't know if we're just bored as a because COVID. It's been like a damn year, and like it's like we finally got a vaccine. Is like people did say now be mindful. People did say the world's probably not going to open up to like 2022. Because that's how pandemics are. They really shut down the world, but it like we have really, as far as like where things goes, you could tell like America's fucking bored. Like we're really getting mad at the same shit every year. Now be mindful, like some of this stuff is just like it's been happening before the pandemic, but I feel like it's getting twice as bad now that we are in the pandemic. The first thing is just like I'm hearing about Russell Wilson again, that when he's talking about Sierra in his life, and people are calling them simps and pick me's. And first things first, let's get the this is why I hate terms like simps, pick me's, coons, bed wenches, is like and like simp, like terms like that. The reason why I hate them is because a lot of y'all just overuse the word, and it really fucking takes out the flavor in the word. And that's the best way I can put it. It's just like some of y'all, and I said this about coons. Some of y'all don't know a real coon if he's not buck dancing in your fucking face. Y'all will call anybody a coon. Like we said it plenty of times. Y'all called Ice Cube a coon, and he was trying to help the black community. Why the fuck was y'all calling him a coon? Because he want to work with the Republicans? Like some of y'all really need to like just understand what a fucking coon is. Like the sheriff, I think his name is David Clark. That's a fucking coon. Jesse Lee Peterson, that's a fucking coon, and a proud coon to be a fact. Like I know he really like try to delegate Jesus, but you can tell that nigga is a coon. All right, just because someone has a different opinion of him doesn't mean they're a fucking coon. All right, we are not monolithic, as Father would say. Black people are not monolithic. We are just some people we gonna have different opinions. Hell, I like sometimes I know like most of the time me and Father agree on stuff, but half of the times we are arguing about shit too. Like you may not see it as much, but we do. It's um like you've heard our disagrees, like or at least like he has a different opinions, and I respect his opinions, and I respect anybody's opinion. Hell, like even if we have opposite opinions. I respect you because one, this is America. You should be able to have the freedom of speech that you should. But two, like it's real interesting to hear someone else's opinion on things. Like when I tell people like I want to have a conversation with a Ku Klux Klan, like a lot of people's like you know what they're about, but it's like do we? Do we? I'm not saying like all white people ain't bad. I'm not saying that. It's not. We're not going there because it makes me think of fucking cool train. All white people ain't bad. I'm not saying that. I just want to know like where the hatred comes from. That's just I'm a product of why. I've always said that I am a product of why. Like if it was a serial killing shit, I want to ask, yo, why are you like this? I am a product of the why. Like anything, like mostly anything, like anything that happens, or it's just like if someone's like killing people or like they do the things they do, is just like why do they do this? Like what is in a process in your memory that thinks that this is cool. That's just that's just me in general. So like, but a lot of y'all just like I really, and I've said this before, and this is like I said, I'm mostly this podcast is just regurgitating the same shit that we are really in, because it seems like some of y'all don't get it, and I don't like beating a dead horse a lot, but it seems like I'm boxing the shit out of a fucking dead horse. It's like, just I really want y'all to assess what the coon is, and then for one, we gotta really stop being so damn clicky. Donald Trump is out. And like, I still feel like people are just as clicky as before. Like, if you're not with us, you're against us. Sometimes it's just like, look, I as much as I say this all the time, I don't support Trump, but there was like I've also said I don't look at him like most other people on the leftists do. Like, I don't look at him as Hitler. I don't look at him as this tyrant that is like going to destroy the world or something like that. I never looked at him like that. Did I think he was an idiot? Yes. Did I think he was presidential? No. I never thought he was presidential. I think he's a fucking idiot. And there's a lot of things that I've disagreed with a lot, but there are things that, like, hell, like, fuck it. It's like, well, he has a point there. That's kind of like where I've been with Trump. But like, did I want him out as much as the other people? Yeah. But like, I didn't feel like the fate of the way I was, especially when it was like election time, like the fate of the world is going to happen. I really think it wasn't that serious. But there was a lot of people that felt like, oh, Trump need to get out now. Like the whole second impeachment. Like, I still think that's stupid. It was like, what was the point? And then he got acquitted, and then it was like, you just wasted a bunch of people's taxpayers' money. The nigga got acquitted twice, and now like people are looking at him like he fucking died and resurrected or some shit like that. And I know some of the Trump supporters look at him like the second coming of Jesus. It's like, wow, he really beat the fucking impeachment. It's like, they was going. Mitch McConnell, like, fucking, no one has been more loyal to fucking Trump than Mitch McConnell. At least from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but no one's been more fucking loyal to him than Mitch McConnell, which is like why I said like shit was going to happen. So now let's with that rant gone, because I feel like I might repeat myself. Let's get on to one of the topics that I have to regurgitate. Um, one of them is called "Right Message, Wrong Messenger," and I put a question mark. It was B Simone, and anybody seen that B Simone clip? She was talking to women. It was like, um, if you want to manifest with a man, are you like doing the things that he wants or something like that? And I'm paraphrasing it because basically this is what I got. It's just like, you ask a man to be all those things. Are you even half of the things that on your list? Like, he's got to be tall, he's got to be handsome, he's got to have good teeth, he's got to have like he got to make six figures and all that other shit. So it's just like, are you the ones doing that? And I'm not gonna lie, this is like the way I saw it, and this is why I say right message, wrong message. Is not me, but it's just like when people talk about how she don't want a 9 to 5 nigga, she want a nigga that's an entrepreneur. But what people don't understand is like, if he was a broke entrepreneur, he would like, or like an entrepreneur that's starting to get his money or something like that, or just starting off. It's just like she can relate to that. She didn't. She never said the nigga had to be six figures. She said the nigga just had to be an entrepreneur. So I don't think it's right message, wrong messengers. But she was like, if I want an entrepreneur, I got to be an entrepreneur myself. That's why the whole thing about being equally yoked. It was like, that's what they said. The nigga got to be in shape. But this is, I feel like what this message is, it's just like, I no, women was calling her a pick me, and this is another. And I don't know if I said pick me, but pick me is like another one of those terms that I think a lot of women uses. Even some of my friends use, and it just annoys the fuck out of me. It's just and it's the same way with cool. It's like, you wouldn't know a fucking pick me if she fucking like if she fell in your fucking face. Like, some people are just like they call Aisha Curry a pick me. It's like, I don't think she's a pick me. She just rides really hard for a man. And I understand people who's just like And this is like I said, this is what I mean by regurgitating the same shit. Like they talk about her wanting attention or some shit. Every fucking woman feels like that. Like even like when she was on the red table talk, she was like, "I've been there," and like everyone look. And I know a lot of men was like angry, especially like the red pill was like, "See, this is why we can't have nothing and all that stuff." Women just like women love attention, and that's just something that us men we got to deal with. We may not like it, but that are things that I feel like men we just got to deal with. Now some men is just like you ought to just get with it, get lost, and I feel like that's fine. It's like, but you got to understand, like it's some women, like even though you praise her to the mountains come, sometimes they just need that outside opinion to make her feel beautiful. It's not a bad, in my opinion, it's not a bad thing unless, like, how can I say this? Let's just say, like, if a person like passes by and is like, "Yo, your wife's really pretty," and like, "Oh, you got a beautiful wife," and all that other stuff. It's like, "Thank you, that's good." Now, if she's going around like searching for that attention, like, do I look pretty and all that other stuff, then that's a problem. But if you're, let's just say, like, you're together and he's like, he compliments you, or like, let's just say, like, oh, you got a lovely, like, oh, you're very lovely and all that other stuff and all that. That's the type of compliment, like, that is cool. It's like, not like, oh, damn, like, now niggas can go overboard, like, damn, your wife sexy as shit. God damn, she a bad bitch and all that. I say, all right, that's a little too much, but like a little cool compliment, like, hey, your wife, hey, you got a beautiful wife, right? You got a beautiful wife, my nigga. Like, you got a lovely wife, you got a lovely home. Like, that's cool. All right, that's complimentary. That's the type of attention I feel like most girls really want. I don't think they want that. Oh, you a bad bitch and all that other stuff. Because let's be real, on Aisha Curry, and let me not like stray too far. Like a lot of people do appreciate Aisha Curry. I don't know if she just seen it or hearing it, but it's like, and the thing with Aisha Curry, I don't know if she wants the real damn you a bad bitch joint or like wow you like you're a pretty woman. That's the only thing I would ask. Like, what type of compliments do you want? And I feel like excuse me. I feel like that's the type of questions that we should be asking your wives. It's like, what type of compliments do you want? That you got the pretty, oh, you have a pretty wife, or you a bad bitch, like from other men, like or something like that. Like you like. So in conclusion, like a lot of women feel like that. I've noticed that in my I'll notice that in my time. But back to B Simone. A lot of people are calling her a hypocrite because of, like I said, the thing about the equally yoked, and the thing is like I feel like I guess what she thinks like the thing is I had a problem with her saying like a 9 to 5 nigga's not going to understand why like I got to be up 2 in the morning doing such and such and such. I was like, if you, my thing was if you just tell him, he will fucking understand. A 9 to 5, like a 9 to 5, first 9 to 5 niggas are not just like, oh, I just got to do this job and all that other stuff. It's cool you work for yourself. Like we all understand if you explain your job and you're not doing some like shoddy shit like selling pussy on OnlyFans or some shit. And I know some dudes are cool with that, but you know a lot of dudes are not. Like if it's not that like egregious or like that to that far of a level, niggas will understand. All you gotta do is just explain to them about your job. Like if you're a club promoter, like I have to be at this club until like 2 o'clock in the morning and all that other shit. That's your job. I feel like some niggas will understand. Hell, some niggas will probably join you, especially if it's on a weekend. Like that's what I disagree with the whole B Simone thing. But I've also said like I don't think you could be equally yoked with money because I said this is like is a like as a man, if a woman quits her job, let's say she has kids and she quits her job, she could be a stay at home mom. A man is not going to have a problem with that because you know him being a protected provider, he's going to protect and provide. He's going to he's going to protect. He's going to protect and provide. As far as you know, but and I've said this is like, and maybe there are like a few, but and they're like the anomaly. But I don't see a lot of like, and I know there was a